Hi, my name is Judy. Welcome to my Go Within Yoga YouTube channel. I have a somewhat short practice for you today. It's my go-to practice when I'm really spent, I'm really tired, and I really need to do something to relax and calm down. You will need, if you have it, one bolster. This is actually a practice I am suggesting for when you travel, when you arrive at your destination. You may or may not have a bolster. If you're in a hotel, you may very well have a bolster. A lot of beds do have bolsters. If you don't, you can grab a bunch of blocks. This is a practice that could also be done in bed. I'm not actually suggesting that, but it's certainly not going to hurt you, and I hope that it relaxes you. So go ahead and come into a comfortable seated position for you. You could be laying down for the beginning of this practice. And if it's comfortable for you, go ahead and close your eyes. Bring your attention to your breath. And notice what happens when you bring your attention to your breath. Maybe it begins to slow down. Maybe it begins to deepen. And go ahead and take your right hand, take your right ring finger, and hold it just in front of your nose. And take a deep breath in. And take that right ring finger and close off the left nostril. Hold your breath. And then breathe out through the right nostril. Getting all the air out. Breathing in through the right nostril. Take your right thumb and close off the right nostril. Breathe out through the left nostril. Pause. Breathe in through the left nostril. Close it off with your ring finger. Pause. Breathe out through your right nostril. I'm not mirroring you, so make sure it's your right and your left. Breathe in through your right nostril. Close it off. Pause. Out through your left nostril. And just continue on a few rounds on your own. And this is Nadi Shodena. This is alternate nostril breathing. It's a really great way to quickly calm your body and your nervous system down. It also helps to harmonize the two different sides of our brain, the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere, our masculine side and our feminine side, our yang energy and our yin energy, and bring us back to balance and center. And if you've found this explanation too confusing, I've linked up a video in the description below and up here for a tutorial on Nadi Shodena. Okay, last round. Breathing in through your left nostril. Pause, close it off with your ring finger. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close that off with your right thumb. Pause. And then take your hand away and just breathe out. Slowly blink your eyes open. If you have that bolster, come to straddle it. So bring it between your knees. And if you don't have that bolster, go ahead and grab a couple of pillows or several towels or blankets, just so you can raise yourself a little off of your mat or the floor, wherever you're practicing. And then coming down to lay with your cheek towards one side, doesn't matter which side. And so a supported child pose. And I have an affirmation. You are free to use it or not as you wish. It is, I release my fears and trust life. If this position seems very hard on your thighs, you can always take another rolled up blanket, place it right here between your calves and your thighs, and that may help with that discomfort. Go ahead and slowly press into your hands just to raise your head and turn the other cheek, so to speak. I release my fears and trust life. And go ahead and take your hands back towards your body, pressing into your hands. Slowly raise yourself, coming off the bolster, pushing it towards the wall, leaving a few inches of space between you and the wall. I have a tutorial on all the many variations of legs up the wall, which is our next pose. And this is the one I'm suggesting. If you have that bolster, or you have some blankets, towels, pillows, go ahead and sit on your bolster towards the end. And go ahead and slowly come back down towards your back. Bring your hips over towards the wall. And slowly, this is kind of awkward, there you go. Bring your legs up the wall and find where this feels good in your body underneath your hips. And our affirmation for this pose is, I am safe. And we all know that travel these days can feel unsafe, uncertain, challenging. So it's very important to get grounded once you've arrived at your destination. And if you do no other pose, if your legs are tired and your hips are tight and your back is tight, maybe you have some swelling from sitting on an airplane or in a car for a long time, this is the pose. I am safe. And this pose can also be done in a bed. I do actually prefer to do it at the wall, but sometimes there just isn't space. And I was traveling not long before I filmed this video for you. And that is exactly what I would do. I would lay facing towards the headboard and I would just put my legs up, either the headboard or just not against anything, just so that your feet are pointing towards the sky. And that works very well too. Go ahead and bend your knees towards your chest. Bring the soles of your feet to the wall. Go ahead and lift your hips. Slide the bolster out from underneath if you've been using it. Hold on to it. You will need it for your last move, which, yes, is Shavasana. Not everybody likes Shavasana. I understand this. But it truly is a very important pose. So if you still have that bolster, go ahead and take it underneath your knees. That can make Shavasana a bit easier on your low back, which often gets very tight, again, when we've been sitting in a car, sitting in a plane, a train, a bus, however you've been traveling. And I'd like us to start by taking a quick body scan. Just noticing how everything feels in your body. And noticing if there are any areas of tension still that need some attention. If there are, you can always take your hands to them. You can rub them a little and try and breathe into them. Let's say it's right here. Take your hands to it. And then just try and breathe into that area. Notice how when you have your hands on wherever you feel tension, that it's bringing your attention to that area. So let's start with our toes. Soles of our feet. And tops of our feet. Ankles. Calves, front and back. Knees. Thighs. Your abs, your hips, your glutes. Your chest, your low back, your upper back, your fingers, the tops of your hands, the palms of your hands, your wrists, your forearms, your elbows, your upper arms, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, your eyes, your forehead, and top of your head. Just anywhere that you're still holding on, you're still gripping, feeling tension, and just see if you can soften that, even if it's just a little bit. And then go inside, and I will cue you when it's time to start moving again. Keeping your eyes closed, go ahead and let your breathing deepen. And let your body feel very heavy, feeling supported by your mat, by the floor, by this earth. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. And then slowly begin to circle ankles and wrists, one direction. Maybe turning the head from side to side. And the other direction. Stretching your arms away from your feet. Big long stretch as if you've just woken up from a glorious nap. Maybe wiggling those hips a little bit. Any movement that feels right to you. Bring one knee into the chest. And then the other. Go ahead and fall over to your favorite side. Bottom arm cradles your head. Coming into a fetal position. Just rest here for a few breaths with your eyes closed. There's no need to rush. And as always, if you'd like to take longer in Shavasana, please do. Keeping your eyes closed. Begin to slowly push into your palms to bring yourself upright. Back into an easy seated position. Take the palms of your hands together and begin to rub those palms together, creating just a little bit of heat. And then bring them to the top of your head. Slowly begin to drag down your head, your face, pausing at your eyes, cupping over your eyes. Slowly begin to blink your eyes open. And then bringing your hands all the way down, back into a prayer position in front of your heart. Bowing your head, thanking yourself for choosing this practice, for giving yourself the time to completely relax, so that when you wake up tomorrow, you're ready to continue your travels, to learn new things, to see new things, to refill your cup. And slowly begin to blink your eyes, taking in your mat. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you'd like to practice again with me, go ahead and click subscribe. If you enjoyed this practice, go ahead and click the like button. I have so much gratitude for each and every one of you, and I hope that you are full of gratitude for yourself as well. Have a wonderful night, and enjoy your travels.